If you have a fear of being stalked, watched, or chain letter emails, then See You Soon is the perfect story. And by perfect, I mean it's going to scare the hell out of you. Even without those kind of paranoias or fears, I still think this is a pretty good story. It starts off with a guy named Phil who's detailing an experience he had through a series of emails and a series of very disturbing events that followed said emails. And he's basically posting this on some kind of blog website or, like 4chan or Twitter, Facebook, whatever. He details talking about getting an email with no text or any subject, just a picture of his house that he just recently moved into. Initially, he doesn't really think much of it, just some weirdo being a prankster or whatever. But it does kind of raise a bit of an eyebrow. Why would someone take a picture of your house and then email it to you? How do they even know your email? Would probably be my first question. But moving on, a couple days later, he gets another photo emailed to him by the same guy. This time, it's a pic of Phil watching TV in his new house. This is where things kind of get a little more disturbing and a little more creepy, and it only gets worse from this point on. A few days pass, and he doesn't get a lot of emails, he doesn't get any more, but then he gets another. Bad luck. And this time, it's a picture of his front door completely smashed in, as if someone broke it down with a baseball bat or a crowbar or whatever. It's a very unsettling kind of image, and one that honestly would probably have me running out of my door immediately, out of my house. This, understandably, causes Phil to kind of start to lose his mind a bit. He gets more and more paranoid as time goes on, and who could blame him? More time passes, and Phil gets another email. Despite his best efforts to ignore it, he eventually opens it. This time, the picture is of him, laying down, with some figure in his room. Phil buys a bunch of security cameras and sticks them all over the house. The cops requested that after the incident with the door, I forgot to mention. So he goes to check out the cameras, and they all cut to black at what seems like the same time. And it's not a dead battery because the little thing in the corner of the camera still indicates that it's recording. This basically means that someone or something is blocking the lens, just so he can't see who or what it is. More time passes, and he gets another email. This one is similar to the last, only this time the figure is standing over him, smiling, with Phil's throat slit or clawed. Basically, he's dead. And there's just this disturbing image of a smiling, grinning creature standing above him. So yeah, I don't know why this guy didn't try to move out of his house or didn't just check into a hotel for a while. Well, the last thing said, he receives one more email, but this time, this one actually has a subject. And the subject is, See You Soon. I'm not going to lie to you guys, this is one of the most disturbing creepypastas I have ever come across. And I know I say that a lot, I know I'm like a broken record, but honestly, this one plays on a very common fear. Being stalked, and honestly, chain letter emails. I've met people who are afraid of chain letter emails. Now, this doesn't really cover chain letter emails, but you can see where I'm relating it to, at least on that subject. Also, I find a very dark and disturbing aspect of the story to be the fact that this guy is not even safe in his own home. I mean, where are you most vulnerable than the place you live? It's a very creepy story and a very disturbing concept. It's handled very well. Definitely check this one out. I cannot recommend it enough.